Yay!
Where'd my mouse go?
Yay!
Where'd I put my mouse? What is going on?
Where?
There it is. Ah.
Where?
Hi, everyone.
Where?
Sorry, this was my fault, as always.
Hey Jay, I'm AJ.
Again.
I'm still AJ.
You're still AJ.
Now that there's audio, I'm still AJ.
Hey Jay, I'm Miss Bird.
Why is everybody using my thing now?
I'm Peter.
And
I didn't use your thing.
Peter didn't use my thing this time.
Yeah.
But like 5 minutes ago when there was no sound, he was totally stealing it too.
Hey Jay, he's Peter.
There you go. So anyway,
that
welcome to our
question
October
again.
Live chat. That the question again.
What
Yeah,
question?
what is
Oh,
the origin of Totoro?
Nice.
You get asked that like every stream now.
Yeah, basically.
It's a good question. We should probably answer that one. We're going to be answering a whole bunch of your questions today. So if you've got a question, put it in all caps, write question, all caps. We'll try to get to it. No guarantees because we got a lot probably to get through, but give it a shot.
I know last time I said we did one of these that I'd go through and answer your comments individually, but I can't because they disappear.
Because YouTube!
So I apologize about that. If you were
Unfortunately-
expecting an answer, I didn't get to it. I'm sorry. It just
Yeah.
went poof and I didn't know what to do.
As soon as the live chat ended, I think YouTube like took away the chat and everything in it and then put comments there instead.
Yep.
So anyway, question was, what is the origin of calling him Potoro? Because we have an Instagram
Right.
and he gets hashtagged Potoro all the time.
And people are like,
I came up with that. If you've ever seen My Neighbor Totoro, we made the joke that he's like Totoro, and so since his
because
name is
I'm
Peter,
fat and slow and dumb.
And you appear places mysteriously.
and he has a really creepy smile.
Yeah. Like that.
There it is.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
Especially in the dark when you like get up to go to the bathroom in the middle of the night and he's standing in the hallway and he's just like,
Yeah, that happens all the time.
yeah.
So I called him, his name is Peter, so I called him Potoro, and so I started using hashtag Potoro because no one was using it, and
Yeah.
so it's his own hashtag.
I have a hashtag. I'm Potoro.
Nice.
And he's Hey Jay, and I'm Miss Bird.
Potoro,
And we're random encounters.
We'll just go in this endless loop of like introducing ourselves. So are you guys gonna actually do anything in the stream?
No thanks.
Question from Claire. Who makes your costumes? Miss
She
Bird
makes
does.
a lot of them
Yeah.
nowadays.
I was gonna say, back in the old days, it used to be just me at the very beginning with Needle Mouse. And then Peter and I both worked on them, and then Peter actually took over a number of...
No. Please please tell them my favorite story about how you made Magikarp.
I was gonna say, that was... I think I blame Peter more for that costume. I don't remember for sure,
Okay, tell
though.
me.
I blame AJ for that costume.
Design was my fault, and the construction
the
was...
execution was my fault.
Although I think I worked on a fair amount of that costume too. I just
think you
remember,
did.
okay, so the Magikarp costume that you see in the Magikarp song and the Zubat song and stuff like that, that was made out of a sleeping bag, but we had to be able to sew the bottom of it, and the material is just too thick to be able, I don't think we just had the tools. Maybe there's a needle that you can use. So,
Oh, there is.
well, we found a needle that you can use, and it's a, I've got one.
What he's doing right now is getting a barbecue skewer.
Lord help me.
Magikarp was sewn with one of these guys.
It's brilliant because it's got this little hole
Yeah.
here, just like a needle would, you know? And you can stick a giant piece of yarn through here.
Yeah, twine, I believe it was.
Twine, yes.
For
yes.
like hay bales and things like that.
And then we tried to like puncture the Magikarp or the.
Yeah, you didn't puncture it like that. You were like.
Well, yeah, but we bent a number of them because it was still too hard to go through.
Yes.
So we would like cut it with a knife first,
Yeah.
and then send it through with that.
This sewed a Magikarp. If you ever want to sew Magikarp flesh into something, you need one of these.
So that was in the beginning.
I can't believe it.
We got a little bit.
Oh, and we used a pool noodle to make his mouth,
I can't, well,
which was
Yeah,
kind
that
of
was-
genius.
Anyway.
That was AJ.
I can't believe this is how they used to make their costumes.
Hey, I did like a standard like armor build of the Dead Space costume. It just fell apart completely
Yeah.
once I put it on.
How do we keep the comments going?
It was because there were comments up
Oh,
here.
I'm sorry. Okay. Well, in that case, that's...
Yeah. So that's Miss
Yeah.
Bird took over, and things are better now.
Well, didn't you used to have a stint with Angie Viper, or am I not allowed to say
That's
that?
true.
No,
yeah.
she did.
Yeah. Angie Viper definitely
Like
worked
the
on a
Eevee
few
I
of
mean,
our
she
costumes.
made her
Yeah.
own Peach costume.
Uh-huh.
Yes, and,
And like
the
AJ
Eevee
said,
costume.
Eevee.
Yeah. That said, I still usually tend to do a lot of the first designs, and then Miss Bird will either tear them apart or reach a compromise with me.
We went through 5 different forms of the Zubat before we just settled on one.
But the Yoshi costume, I think you approved that pretty much out of the box.
Yeah, I did.
That took basically no revisions. So.
I think the one I truly tore apart was Enos. Because, like, he went
Oh,
through
yeah, 3 versions
everybody
of
else.
Enos.
He went to everybody else except me to get an Enos, like,
He didn't go to
costume
me.
drawn up. Okay, he didn't go
No,
to
I
him.
was gonna. Well, I asked input from everybody.
So, like, he had, like, this weird Dracula thing, and Devin had a weird, I don't even remember it. And I was like, guys, this is not what
Devin
a
had
sparkly vampire looks like.
True Blood, like sexy vampire.
And I was like, no,
I
guys.
had like nerdy, like child in a cape vampire.
And Miss Bird had the only vampire
I had-
license.
had
Awkwardly
Enos.
swanky vampire. And we're like, okay, fine. Awkwardly swanky sounds like it's just close enough to like a Twilight sparkly vampire, but it's far too weird to pass in that universe still.
Funny thing about that, I was told to like look up the sparkles in Twilight to try to match them the other day, and I couldn't find it because I had to use the words Twilight and sparkle, and so all I got was My Little Pony.
Then
That's
you
funny.
should have typed in Edward Cullen
I did.
sparkling in the sun or something.
I did eventually, and it worked. But it was so funny that you can't search for the Twilight sparkle anymore.
Yeah, that's really funny. Didn't used to be a problem.
Yeah, because there was no YouTube. No.
There's a time.
All right, let's see here. Question: how old are you? Do we have to like combine our ages?
I'm gonna be 26 on Monday because my
I was
birthday's
saying-
coming up.
I'm gonna be 28
Yeah.
sometime after Monday.
October 13th.
October 13th. I don't know what day that is.
That's also wait. We follow each other. You're a
5
Tuesday.
plus 7 is 12.
We're entering the
Yes,
atmosphere.
I'm a Tuesday. I'm a
You're
Tuesday.
a Tuesday.
And I turned 28 back in August. I don't know how many weeks ago that was.
AJ's old.
A very merry birthday.
Yay! I'm having my own birthday today. And several of you guys were very nice and welcomed my 28th birthday. So
Yeah.
thank you for that. And hopefully we've got check Twitter if you've got a Twitter account.
Do you want to see my cake?
What?
It's a pretty cake. Do you want to
Yeah,
see
show
my
them.
cake?
Show them
I
your
thought you
cake.
said her cape.
Yeah, I have a cake.
Her birthday cape, you know. Yeah, check our Twitter account. We made a mention about some artwork we'd like.
Mm-hmm.
So go take a look at that.
What is this?
It's all like frosted
Cloudy.
over.
It's cloudy.
Oh, I
But
gotta see
it's
it.
a Hello Kitty cake.
We have a Hello
you
Kitty
can
cake.
see it a little. There we go.
Because I'm
Nice.
5 and I needed it in my life.
It's fantastic.
Your kitty is covering
mega
up your
cute.
kitty.
It's mega cute.
Oh, they got to see her tail now.
She walked away.
That's exciting.
Yeah. So yeah, that's how old we are. I've
Yeah.
actually thought about making
Talking
a
about my cute tail.
yeah.
Meow.
I thought about making a point graph sometime, showing the ages of different YouTubers in like the gaming space and stuff like that. Because I'd be really interested to see how a bunch of us like actually like
Right,
line
right.
up. Because I think we're actually pretty like in the middle of that still, even
think
though there's
so.
a lot of younger people coming in.
Yeah, I
it's
was gonna
like-
say there
Yeah.
definitely are.
It'd be really fun to see who you're closest to in age and be like, oh, I didn't know that channel was
And
that
it'd be
old.
really
that
weird to
young,"
hear
or-
who's in their 30s be like,
Yeah. But there are several I think that people are watching pretty constantly that are like 30 or older.
don't answer that one.
We're gonna. Oh! It decided to question Yandere Simulator or no?
Yes.
Yes, we're definitely gonna do a Yandere.
We've been
Simulator
stalking
music.
the Yandere dev.
I have an email going out to him. Well, a draft so far.
Oh, good.
Just to
Of
you
a
know,
business inquiry.
I don't know,
Yes.
but yeah.
So, yeah.
we've got a lot in mind for that one. So I think we're gonna have a lot of fun if and when we get to it. It's probably
Right.
not gonna happen until sometime next year, but
Probably. Oh my goodness, so many questions.
They always ask a lot of questions.
Who designed the FNAF room for your musical?
That one?
Scott Cawthon.
technically yes.
I don't know if that warranted an air horn.
You're right. Shut up. I think
Wasn't
that
exactly a
warranted an air horn.
Yeah, it was a collaborative effort, but we did want to kind of take the different. We wanted to
Elements
feel like
from each of the games
we
or
wanted to
something.
feel like the first game, but realistically speaking, it was easier to make the room with some features like having the door only on one side from like the third game. So
So,
Yeah.
everyone, Do you play TF2? Miss
Of
Bird
course,
plays TF2.
I play a copious amount of TF2.
I like that Team Fortress 2 had to ask you that.
Yeah, no. What? Why is Pikachu so fabulous? What's ASAP? I mean, as soon as possible, but what does that mean?
I don't actually know.
Oh, okay.
Pikachu is fabulous because he's represented by AJ Pinkerton,
Who is also fabulous.
but not
I'm
like
rather-
fabulous.
Right.
More like fabulous kind of stuff.
You couldn't see her feet, but they were wiggling and it was cute.
Okay.
Why am I modding this?
Question from Sika or Sika? I'm not sure.
What? No.
Sika Beth. Question: is it fun to make music videos?
Sometimes,
Sometimes it's horrible.
yes.
Why?
Because things fall through or mess up or break or we don't have enough money for things, which
Or
is not
half the
as much
files
a problem
disappear on
anymore.
accident.
Or half files disappear on
Or
accident.
costumes fall apart.
But the more common
Or actors
answer,
are being awful.
But the more common answer is that yes, it is fun.
I would say that we are
Sure.
extremely fortunate to do what we do, and at least I enjoy it a ton. Whether music videos are more fun than like regular videos, I don't know. Obviously, we've been like chasing the chance to make stuff that doesn't even have necessarily musicals in it, like the Smash Brotherhood. So it's not that we wouldn't have fun doing other things as well. Musicals are interesting though because you can be a little bit more flexible about
Continuity.
continuity,
For instance.
about things like getting sound on set. Usually we can do pretty much whatever without having to actually record the sound because we're gonna just sing to it later anyway.
Yeah. We there was a set that we really wanted to use and uh-oh. There was a set we really wanted to use and the location manager was like, so you could go here, but there is a band right next door that day playing extremely loud music, and we were like, you know what, that doesn't really matter to us, which is unusual and kind of awesome. What are you doing?
It's fun! He bought a new mouse and it has this rolly ball, and so I'm rolly balling. Like, I know.
She's rollyballing, everyone.
Rollyballing
Yeah, that's what Miss Bird is
sounds
doing.
like a sport.
No, go away.
What did
No,
you
go
don't
away.
move? That's
away.
not how you move the mouse.
What do you mean I don't move the mouse like that? Why do I not move the mouse like that?
The rolly ball. See?
No, I
Really?
want that to go away.
Oh, so it's a track ball.
Yeah, it's a track
What's the
ball.
point of having a mouse if it's a track ball?
What do you mean?
Like you're trying to move the cursor, right? And you're using the trackball to do that?
Well, I'm using the trackball to move the
So
cursor.
why do you have a mouse? The mouse I thought was the whole like
It's the shape of the mouse. See how it when you put your hand
Yeah.
when you put your hand on this particular mouse, you'll see that it's like tilted like this, so that your hand just kind of sits really naturally on it. That's why mice were designed that way in the first place. So
Yeah.
the design makes sense for things other than just mice. Because it's molded to fit like the basic shape of how a hand
and you're supposed
fits
to
naturally.
just use your thumb on
Yeah.
a trackball usually?
Well, on this trackball. There are other trackballs like the Kensington Expert that are just a giant ball in the center, and that's awkward. But anyway,
Trackballs. I don't know.
It's a rolly ball.
They're like a joystick. You don't use them much anymore for many things.
most people don't use them much, but that's mostly because it was a lot cheaper to produce the smaller like hand mice in the beginning. And so more
feels
of
like more
those were
control.
created, and then, so you say,
It seems like it would be.
people are very split on this subject.
Oh, okay.
AJ looks so unimpressed.
Oh,
Trust
he
me,
is.
I am impressed with Peter's mouse. Absolutely.
No, you're not.
There was a question, I missed who it was from, about more FNAF, not FNAF musicals.
Oh, we have a not FNAF musical, two not FNAF musicals coming
Shooting
up.
this month
Slenderman!
Yes, we're doing a Slender Man musical.
for Halloween.
I already ruined it, therefore I can say it.
Yeah, I mean, you blurted it out, so I was like, oh, I'll talk about it.
I
We're not
blurted
gonna
it
tell
out on
you.
our gaming channel.
Oh, okay. We're not going to tell you what we're doing with the Slenderman musical, but we're doing one.
No, we don't have a great idea what we're
I
doing
can
with
tell
it.
you don't like any of the locations I scouted.
I haven't looked at them yet.
Never mind, I
I
lied.
didn't look at anything. I gotta get to it still.
And then, of course, at the end of the month, we shoot Resident Enos 2 with Mark and Dodger, which we're really excited about. And Enos, of course.
Yeah. Of course.
We have to pay Enos. Not agent. Never mind. I was making a joke that Enos is a real person and that you don't actually play Enos.
Pay
Wait.
Enos.
Wait.
All right. I assume you mean like pay him to be in
Do
the
you
video?
want him to address
Okay.
all the FNAF questions about when it's coming out and stuff, or
I mean,
are you just going
not
to direct
really,
him
but
to your comments
yeah,
video?
Yeah, look at our comments video. We posted a comments video like yesterday.
Yeah.
So if you have any questions about FNAF, we have 2 comments videos about FNAF that answer a good number of them.
True story.
Yeah. Are you going to continue the Smash Brotherhood?
Nope.
Yes, we are.
Nope.
One day. One day we are.
Nope.
Not this year.
We deleted our Patreon. We're not even going to do that tier. No Smash Brotherhood. It's done.
We are definitely doing that because on our Patreon, literally the only thing the only goal we have on our Patreon
Sure.
is to reach $2,000 so that we can consistently pay for producing Smash Brotherhood.
Not to cut off Brenna's question too much, but if anybody's been having problems with Patreon, I know that there was a situation with them. I don't believe anything valuable was hacked from them, other than I think people saw email addresses or something.
Right. They do recommend that you change your password just as precaution. The passwords themselves
Yeah.
were not actually leaked appropriately, but also Patreon was down yesterday. That has nothing to do with the hack earlier
Okay,
this
separate.
week. Completely separate incident.
Okay.
So those are official words from the Patreon creators. So
One other thing about the Smash Brotherhood was we were actually just talking because our contract is up for renewal again with Maker or with somebody else. And one of the things that we've been talking about with each group has been being able to do a web series. And specifically, we keep pointing back to that Patreon thing saying, we want to make Smash Brotherhood. We want to make Smash Brotherhood. Help us figure out how to do this. So it actually has been actively talked about in the last week or so.
that's true. There was
I need that T-shirt too.
which T-shirt?
I need a shirt with Enos saying "Where."
Oh, that's awesome. That's fantastic.
Our t-shirt shop is a little sparse right now because we don't actually have a graphics person on our team. I know like a lot of YouTube channels, they immediately get somebody who can do all their thumbnails and all their t-shirts and stuff. We don't have that.
We
so
do all of that, and we're not experts.
in the t-shirt shop, there's at least one, if not 2 fan designs, I think, that other people came up with that are better at this. So, but we still try. So maybe we'll do an Enos one that says "Where" on it.
I like this one. Question: why does Miss Bird look like she just got out of bed?
Because I did just get out of bed.
The real question is why we don't look like we just got out of bed.
I do
because
look like I just got out of bed.
We also just got out of
I was
bed.
gonna say,
No,
I
you
feel
didn't.
like
You got up at 11. I don't remember when
Well,
you got up.
yeah, he got up at 10:45.
See?
No,
Like,
my alarm went off.
Oh.
that's why you've had time to brush your hair or whatever. And
I
I,
didn't
literally
brush my
just
hair.
threw on a hoodie and called
It's
it a day.
Saturday. All right, it's the day where you don't really get up on time for anything.
I at least put on clothes for you guys.
Yeah.
Aw,
I sort of brushed my hair.
Looks good.
Oh,
Looks good.
he's flirting with me.
aw, that's sweet. Amazing.
I actually, on our Facebook thing, when I posted about the live chat today, I used a picture of grumpy old Raichu from Singachu with like a beer can. It's like, this is definitely how I'm going to feel today.
Wow. Yeah, we did notice your Enos shirt idea, and I think that's gonna have to be an actual shirt because it's amazing. I want.
Who's that, Kaylee?
Yeah, Kaylee Brinkman.
We gotta use everybody's names.
Oh,
We gotta say
Sorry.
their names.
speaking of
So I can
things,
find them easier.
we are giving away a Mario amiibo today.
True.
It's not a particularly special Mario amiibo.
But it's special because it came from Nintendo.
I was gonna say, it's never
and
been
we
on the store
signed
shelf.
It.
Yes.
So there's 2 reasons why it's actually kind of interesting. So yes, it's a common one, but it's from an uncommon source.
Would
Yeah.
you like to show it
Twice.
off?
Sure.
There.
Got signatures on it. Peter, did you sign it?
Yes,
Yeah,
I did.
You always sign on the back. Okay, I always sign on the front.
And I always sign on the
This
bottom.
bird always signs on their butt. Actually, that's their feet.
And it
Peter
says
signs the
"Stay
butt.
cool, kid" on the bottom.
Mine says "way."
Oh, yours says when? I'm the only person that didn't write something.
AJ.
I'm sorry. I'll cast an evil like hex on it or something, and then we'll be like, oh yeah.
Okay,
AJ did something with
Collapse
it.
Cave has been really wanting to know what our cats' names are.
He's been answered in the comments though.
The comments, you
I
see how
shall,
fast they go by.
I
Fair
shall
enough.
declare the cat's names.
This,
My
it's down here.
my baby cat is black and white, and his name is Gotham because Peter named him Gotham after he got himself into a dryer vent and didn't want to come out. So we thought he was a vigilante cat, and he kind of is because he also drinks water. Like he sits on the water bowl instead of like drinking like a normal cat. So he's like upside down drinking water.
It's really ridiculous.
He's just a Batman cat through and through.
Yeah.
I call him Skunk Monkey.
You do call him
He
Skunk
calls him
Monkey.
a lot of things. Sometimes I call him my bunny cow.
We
There
like
you go.
calling him Tiny Baby Cat
Yes.
because he's a tiny baby cat. And then our big kitty, who is kind of like gray brown tabby.
She's
Yeah.
a tabby.
She's like 2 or 3 years old now.
Her name's
She's 3 years.
Her name's Mia.
Mia
and
Kitty.
Mia Kitty.
No space.
So on and so forth. So yeah, those
I,
are our
I
cats.
love how
Call
he
her.
describes his cat. It's like just this gray brown tabby thing, and her name is Mia.
I say there's this
That's
creepy
it.
one that is lurking in the back of
Which
everything.
isn't ours. We
I call him Beefy McToots.
No, you've never called him that.
I
We
call
call him
him
Gray
in my
Thing.
head.
We call him Gray Thing. His actual name is Toby Grayson.
I call him Commander Grayson.
We sometimes call him Commander Grayson.
Commander Grayson. Commander.
What is D's nuts? So, okay, there are these kids in our neighborhood, and every time I drive by on my bicycle, they're like, hey, guess what? And I have to answer, D's nuts, or they'll be like, D's nuts! I'm like, what? What are you doing?
These are nuts. These are
Well,
nuts.
I know, but why? Why is it a
D's
thing?
nuts.
Why is it a
Because
thing?
kids are lewd and crude
Oh,
these
it's
days.
so obnoxious.
I'm trying to think of some comparison that we had in our childhood, and I can't think of one. I guess it's the closest thing to like, I don't know. Guess what? Chicken butt. It's like that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Which is still, I don't think I ever said that.
Hashtag Gray Thing.
I know what it is though.
I like hashtag Gray Thing.
Hashtag
Hashtag
great
not our
thing.
cat. Please do not use that hashtag.
Danielle Crosby, are we going to any conventions? Yes.
AJ.
We
No.
have a really cool one planned called Stanley's Kamikaze. It's in Los Angeles, California. We were there, I think, every year since the second year of the convention or something like that. And our turnout there is really awesome every year. So we hope that you guys can be part of that because that's going to be really cool. I'm going to make an official announcement about with a graphic and like the times that you can see us, which days,
I
because it's
will
a 3-day
not be
convention.
there. They did not invite me. So I'm going to stay here and stream Halloween games all night long with
It
some of my
is
friends.
Halloween weekend, so Miss Bird's gonna hold down the fort here and probably do some live streaming.
I will. I will live stream in their place.
With a
On-
few of our friends. Her
On
friends mostly.
Replayed, not this channel.
Yes.
Okay, on our gaming channel.
If you don't know about our gaming channel, it's in the description currently. It's
Okay.
youtube.com/replayed. And we currently, all we do is stream once a week. But eventually,
we've
when
got
we're not.
rigs set up to actually be.
Yeah, eventually when we're not totally going crazy about projects,
Yeah.
hopefully we'll be able to get to actual, like, continual Let's Playing.
Yeah.
Which would be great.
So we're gonna have information about Kamikaze coming up really soon, but I can tell you that it's very YouTube heavy right now. We've got 3 different panels that have been approved. They're all at least an hour long, and we've got some awesome the people that we've collabed with in the past on this channel are gonna be there. So
Has anyone dropped at this point, given the
No.
time changes?
no.
Okay, cool.
The one thing I'm not sure about is we have a music panel, and I'm not sure if Nate Wants to Battle can make it still.
Gotcha.
So
Currently, we have planned that Nate Wants to Battle and VJ from AV Byte are going to be at
it's gonna be so
that panel.
cool. I'm so
and
excited
then
for that.
Matt, Pat, and Gerard for the YouTubing Like a Boss panel.
And Nate and Andre.
Oh, and Nate and Andre. Nice.
Anybody else? Like I said, it's a full team of us for the YouTubing one. So, but the music one is the one I think I actually like really stoked for because we've never done like, oh, let's just do a YouTube music
I should
panel.
answer that one.
And having a bunch of like geeks that do like songs that are really nerdy, just like sit down and be like, here's how I do nerdy songs on YouTube.
Right.
And like, so it's really cool. They're awesome people. So I'm looking forward to that.
Up here.
Yeah, keep going.
So that's what's coming up for Kamikaze.
Claire.
Claire.
Claire asked, when will I stream? October 31st on Halloween. I'm gonna do it like all night, but there'll be breaks in between, so it's not just like one continuous.
Do you know about what time you're going to
stream.
start?
I want to go trick or treating because I'm a little child, and I was thinking around like 9 p.m. PST.
PST means Pacific Standard Time.
Yes,
So go type that in Google if you don't
Are
know.
we still
what
in
time.
but
Daylight,
I'm
though?
flexible.
I never. Well, okay.
That's why I just say Pacific time.
Yeah, if you write what is 9 Pacific time,
I don't think we set our clocks
Google will tell you the answer.
back again yet.
Uh-huh.
I'm not sure when we do though.
I always forget that's apparently a
I'm gonna check that.
thing.
But I'm
Yeah.
flexible, so I can start pretty much any time.
All right. When does daylight savings time end?
Oh, are we apparently quoting Octodad now?
Octodad. If you're gonna quote
let's see
Octodad, it's like.
Well, the musical AJ. Where did the beard come from? From Momo Girl. There's
His
actually
brain.
Speaking of the Octodad,
there is an entire video dedicated to where the beard came from. If you search on our channel for Legends, no, what do you remember the
glimpse into the beard.
Glimpse into the Beard?
Glimpse into the
you will
Beard.
find details on where the beard came from. So go check that out.
Also, November 1st. Oh, that's the day of the convention. Man.
Yes.
Good
Well, November
luck.
1st is the first day of being on Pacific Standard Time again. So it is
Lovely.
technically Pacific Daylight Time until November
Perfect.
1st. I'm really concerned about the fact that everything is going to be thrown off by an hour at
I know.
Kamikaze
Yeah.
on the third day of the convention.
it's gonna be bad.
Yes, so everything made sense up until that day. That's an extra hour of sleep, though.
True.
Yeah.
True.
I love sleeping.
I
do it
love
after-
sleeping.
I love sleeping. It's like I didn't even observe daylight savings time. I just kept sleeping like that extra hour anyway all summer.
Nice.
Hey, but it's summer. You can do that.
Yeah, summer vacation.
Oh.
A couple of people have asked, is Nate or Mark the security guard for the FNAF musicals? The story kind of deviates from the games to some degree and combines them in some weird ways. So I think
Don't worry, it won't be deviations like Super Freddy versus Golden Freddy.
Right.
Who's Golden Freddy, by the way?
I think the answer to that is yes and no to both of them. If you think about it.
Well, they've both been guards. I don't know if either of them have been fired. I assume Mark might have been fired. So I'm not sure he's a security guard anymore.
Fair.
Yeah.
But at the same time, he's basically playing the character.
Well, I mean, I think that's all.
metaphor.
That's I think
Anyway.
all. I think that's enough information.
Yeah, I think so too.
I mean,
so too.
they're still in the series, so.
Yeah. So anyway,
I keep seeing this question.
are we supposed to call it out?
I don't know.
Is it like a bad question?
No, it's a good
call
one.
it out. What is it?
It's about Agario. I don't
Meh.
remember where I saw it, but basically it's like asking if we played Agario and if we're gonna make a musical of it.
Gotcha.
I played Agario. I am not really enthused with it. I mean, I get the concept and I can see how it's fun, but for me, I'm just not into it. We might make a musical because we might make a musical out of everything, but chances are we have other things lined up before we even consider doing something like that.
All right, Collapsed Cave has a question. If anything.
Oh, but before that,
Oh.
AJ and I haven't played it. We don't even know what it is.
I think I watched Mark play it or something
Oh,
else.
okay. Fair enough.
So
Sorry.
It looked interesting. I don't play too
Collapsed
much.
Cave.
All right, Collapsed Cave wanted to know, if anything, what will you be for Halloween? This is a question for you guys too. So,
Fair.
if anything, what will you be for Halloween? We're gonna.
Zubat!
You're gonna be Zubat again?
Because it covers my face.
It does cover your face.
I mean, I look like I'm like.
I was gonna
teenager
say, like
anyway,
right now, yeah, you could get away with a lot.
But still, just for safety precautions.
Fair enough.
I want free candy.
Fair enough.
And I don't care if I'm 26.
If only our Magikarp costume is still here, you could be Magikarp.
That'd be funny.
That would be
You wouldn't be able to hold a bag very well.
so obnoxious.
I would figure it out.
You could be
I would tape
Zubatman
it.
instead.
I would tape it to my stomach.
Wow.
Peter, you gonna be anything for Halloween?
I will be a YouTuber.
Ah.
Yeah.
Oh, what a
I've
classy
been
thing to
debating
do.
whether to like cosplay at Kamikaze or dress up or anything like that. I don't know. Because it's Halloween, I feel more
You should dress up as Ganondorf.
as Ganondorf. Oh, it'd be so.
I'm really
Much
lazy
work.
when it comes to Halloween. Or any.
I was gonna say,
holiday,
Peter's-
Please tell him our favorite costume you've ever done.
It's the Halloween one, right?
Yeah. it's just,
So
you know.
Miss Bird wasn't here for this.
I wasn't.
It was back in college.
All the stories that are good, I wasn't here for.
Oh, I'm sorry. So AJ, we were at college. AJ and I went to the same college, and I was in my dorm, and it was Halloween night, and AJ was like, "Hey, Peter, you have to come with us
We
trick or
have to go trick or
treating."
treating. We're going trick or
And I'm
treating.
like, okay, I guess whatever. And he's like, wait, well, no, where's your costume? I'm like, I don't have a costume. He's like, you don't have a costume. And so
Why do I sound like Enos?
because you are Enos.
Yeah.
And so I was looking to see if we had one right next to us, but we don't. Anyway, I took a big sheet and black sheet and threw it over my head and stuck my hand out and was holding it, so it was literally just a floating hand, and I was walking around like this.
It was worse than the kid that cuts out holes in a sheet and puts on and says, "Oh, it goes."
Yeah,
Boo.
it was definitely
Peter's
worse.
was
Weren't you
worse.
also like Alf 1 year or something?
Oh,
Yeah, that was a slightly
Yeah.
more elaborate year, but it was still Peter level of
So
Halloween
for
ambition.
Alf, I took a trench coat, a big trench coat, and put it on my
Over your head.
over my head, so that my head was hidden.
you
Again,
almost broke
always
it.
hiding my head.
Yeah.
But I also had this severed Alf head for some reason, and I stuck a stick in the head. And was holding the stick here so that I could turn the Alf head left and right.
Like
and,
a periscope.
And
Yes.
we went to this one this one dorm door, and we knocked. And when they saw Alf, one girl was like, "Oh my gosh, Alf is terrifying! I hate Alf! I want to kill him or something." And so I just so
And made his
Alf's
head
head just started levitating.
levitate up off the body. Yeah.
So those were some of my better Halloween.
I think they were
costumes.
drunk and I believe they screamed. So
Those I believe are both true.
that's a rewarding trick-or-treating experience.
Yes.
I don't know what I was during that year though. I was thinking about it. I'm like,
No
I
one
don't-
cared because I was
When
so
were you a
colorful.
Thwomp?
Either year. Oh yeah, it was one of those years. I dressed up as a Thwomp one year. Oh, I should go find that, post that on Facebook. Yes, that was a good costume. I got like a laundry bag and I think I put it over a hamper or something and put it on my head, and I had like little like white styrofoam cups for like the spikes on
Nice.
Thwomp. And then I just walked, I dressed like an all blue, so it was like basically it's my upper body still. And I drew like the mean face on it. And I just went over to people and went like that next to them. No one got it. Nobody got it. But I felt so proud that I was such an obscure character. It was good.
Outstanding.
Yeah. Probably the best costume I did. Other than I was Shy Guy, I think the year before that.
Yeah.
I have a thing for Mario characters.
I feel like you
But,
were
like,
a Goomba
obscure
at some
bad
point.
guys.
Have you been a Goomba?
I don't think
He's
so.
too tall.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I need to be smaller, and maybe someday I'll like. I mean, I'm not like a Thwomp either, but.
But you can make yourself a Thwompies and you can make
Yeah.
yourself a Goomba.
By the way, there were some really cool. I was looking at some of the costumes you guys are wearing while you were talking because
nice.
I knew the story. So
Good.
I saw
Yeah,
someone
there were
that
some
was
really-
going to be Batman. I was like, that's exciting.
yeah,
nice.
it's crazy. Some of these are like pretty awesome looking. So
Nice.
yeah,
Well, that's exciting. Good job, guys. All right. Another Pokemon musical. We will have another Pokemon musical one day. We don't have it on schedule. He says extremely monotone.
there is nothing planned for Pokemon right now. That said, Valentine's Day is coming up, so
No.
we had people
No,
requesting
do your
more
Mortal
Pokemon.
Kombat idea. 'Cause
Agreed.
we shot it down, so now it's your time to shine.
It's true.
Mortal Kombat is Valentine's Day. That's what we need.
It's true.
Actually, yeah,
Let's
it's
see
still a
here.
viable idea. So
Yeah.
we have to go get
Or
some
do
Mortal Kombat.
your Geek Girl Guy one.
Oh, that one.
Oh yeah.
We have a song to the Street Pass musical, and it was originally written to be like a love song instead. So you take that music and you reapply it. I don't know when and if we're ever going to do that though. I don't want to do it like a year after that musical came out and be like, hey, we're just going to steal that music and use it again. So
Well, you can always use that one song that you haven't used yet.
there's a lot of songs we haven't used yet.
The Pyro song, I guess we'll call it.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know if I can actually call it what it is.
So anyway, one day.
Let's see. AJ, are you a baritone or a tenor?
Why, Ed Rules 500, I believe I'm a baritone.
He's a bass.
I was going to say baritone or bass, because I
No,
think that's
he's
the real
definitely
question.
not a bass.
He's a
I
bass
think,
one, easy.
oh, bass one. I could see that. I personally think he's a baritone.
My voice skills are base 1 attack trait.
He's dumb. That's the answer. He's
He's
dumb.
such
Yeah.
a, that you're a dummy.
Yeah.
Crash
I'm
dummy.
not like a singer though. I'm more like an actor. So I have like an actor voice, which doesn't quite so simply qualify, I think, for singing.
Fair.
So, and I tend to use my acting voice for singing.
There was
What about you
question.
guys?
Oh,
What about you guys?
well,
I
we
wanna know
didn't
what you-
ask what we were.
Okay, well, I'm gonna ask you. What are you guys?
I am definitely a baritone, unfortunately.
Last time I was tested, I'm chlorotora.
What is that?
Is that like a disease?
It's an extremely high soprano.
Oh.
Oh.
But that was last time you were tested.
That was last time I'm tested. I'm
That's-
still probably soprano.
Yeah, I would say you're probably soprano. Because like last time I was tested, I was square in the tenor range. I could hit like a high B flat, sometimes on good days a high B. Can't do that anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
How can people sing higher than you?
What? Oh well, okay. When you get tested for things like that,
Yeah.
you don't get to use your falsetto.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because
Still.
the falsetto is a false.
Still though, I
Voice.
am impressed that apparently your singing voice
I
is too
still
low
have
to
a
be a
G.
tenor at this point.
Tenors are really high.
Are they?
Oh, yeah.
Well, so
a G
should I know.
like a G above the staff. So like obviously a high G is above the staff.
Yeah.
The one up.
No.
Oh, okay.
I don't think anybody can hit that one.
My sister could hit the E up under that, which was insane. Anyway,
What?
I don't actually know
Anyway,
how
for
high
anybody,
I can go
I was gonna say
anymore.
for anybody who doesn't
Yeah.
know music,
they're like
basically
"Oh my God."
whatever you said first is probably the
Basically, I'm really
highest.
high.
Then soprano, then usually alto, and then below that would become guy
Don't
parts.
forget
tenor.
contralto.
Okay, which would be like tenor, baritone, and then bass. So Peter's hovering mid-range for guys. Apparently
forget
I'm
mezzo.
Slightly toward the low. You're apparently on the high end of women's parts.
Yeah. Anyway,
Hope that helps. Doesn't help me.
tuba.
Tubas.
Did you just Heil Hitler at him?
No, I was,
It was tuba. It was the.
But
tuba.
no one can see
no
your
one can see
hand.
my hand. I totally could be. That's horrible.
He's not. Oh no, he is.
I was going like this.
He was like
I promise.
pumping his
Wah.
fist in the air or like
Yeah.
bro fisting. or something.
Tuba. Wah.
Is Purple Guy gonna be singing in the FNAF musical soon?
I hope
Was that
not.
person's name? I think Purple.
I don't know.
Something purple.
Where?
I think it's purple.
Oh.
I think it's purple. Why are you so obsessed about purple things?
Nice. We don't actually know yet.
I think I
probably
would,
not.
I think I well okay, he's not singing.
Right, that's what I meant.
Maybe, but not in our present plans. Purple
Yeah.
Guy will return though.
Yes,
See-
he will
we'll see
return.
more Purple Guy.
Little cat. Guys, Jacksepticeye is not
Jacksepticeye
Here.
is in England.
not exactly.
Guys.
He's not in England, is he?
Is he not?
He's Irish.
No.
I thought he was English.
No.
British, I think you could say, because Ireland is part of the British, or maybe only part of
I
Ireland.
don't know.
The point
He's somewhere
is-
that is not here.
The point is,
Not in
there are
America.
2 points. One, Americans are bad at geography,
And the second,
and the second is that he's not in America.
One, I
Unless
didn't
he's
even know
hiding
that he
someplace in our
was
house.
anywhere other than because he sounds English. I didn't know he was in
oh no,
Ireland.
he's Irish.
He sounds English.
He's Irish. That's why he always goes, top of the morning to you, when he starts the video.
I don't know this. I don't
He like
watch him.
punches people. Top of the morning to you.
I just hear about him.
It's weird.
He also
how,
says bad words with a funny accent, so there's that too.
Fook. Did you say that?
Basically.
Okay, well he's in Ireland.
There you
That
go.
is still not America, guys.
Anyway, you can't rule it out for sure. Same thing could be said for PewDiePie.
I
'cause
can't
know
wait for
somebody
someone to
asked
be
him
like,
that.
"Well, what about green screen? Just put him on green screen."
Just put him on green screen.
Which, like,
I can't. His hair will key out now. Oh, Jacksepticeye, you ruined our chance
Put
to
him on
work
blue
together.
screen then. I mean, yeah.
They
The
were.
thing is, yes, we have worked with people just on green screen. We did Pokemon University
What if his eyes are blue?
with Jay Witz.
Then he'll have no eyes for the whole video.
We
Did
did
we put you on green screen? Your eyes don't key out.
That's true.
sometimes
Sorry.
I do.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh!
That's obnoxious.
If I do a close up, it's probably more likely.
Actually, no. It's wider shots are more likely. There's enough definition that it's clearly not like green, but when you pull back, you lose some of that color resolution, and it can become more green actually, which is weird. But they're only tiny little dots that I just have to mask back in. So
Okay.
anyway, no
Unless I
one cares.
move like this on the screen.
Then it's just a blur.
Yeah.
Um,
I saw a question about
Oh, I like that
Splatoon as a
question.
musical.
Splatoon musical.
Very-
I also
made
saw
one.
Warp Spring asking for it wasn't a Mario musical. It was Mario versus Sonic at the Olympics. I'm sorry, they're not versus either. They're just Mario
Okay.
and Sonic at the Olympics.
Oh, that's cute.
yeah, because it sounds much too like aggressive.
yeah.
Like, Mario versus Sonic at the Olympics.
I'm amazed by the fact I don't know who Jacksepticeye is. I don't watch YouTube very much.
Especially probably not gaming YouTube.
The YouTube
Yeah.
that I watch a lot of is people who do music, so like Hugo Schneider and like Christy Griemy and those kind of people.
Are
so
they from America?
yes, they are.
Okay.
You can hire them.
All right.
Or not hire them. Actually, Kurt is on Maker's Network, so
Dang.
you can talk to him.
Maybe he wants to be a kid or a squid now.
I should put this on the thumbnail or something, or like on the
Yeah,
screen.
probably. Yeah.
There's a question about why all the questions are in caps lock
So we can see them.
by Brass Baked Beans. The official process is that you're supposed to put question : in caps locks, and then a normal non-caps locks
Yeah.
question.
That makes it just easy for us to like really quick glance at the screen and be like, cha-cha, and
Right.
pull your question out.
So if you ask a question that doesn't have the word question in caps lock on the left, we're less likely to see it. For instance, what happened to Smash Brotherhood? We already answered that question, so rewind this later. But it doesn't have a fully capital question, so it was actually kind of hard to see. I had to look
Yeah.
really hard to find it.
Yeah. As opposed to Blaze Universe,
Right.
who asked, question, will you boop each other's noses?
Absolutely.
alone.
I booped mine.
I am not going to boop anybody's nose. So the answer is no. We will not
Okay, never
boop
mind.
each other's noses.
Don't worry, I won't.
Yeah, I was about to say I'm gonna deck you.
And then there was
Don't
bloodshed
worry.
on the live
Don't
stream.
worry.
I would have, but nobody wanted their nose booped particularly. Peter, do you want your nose booped?
I don't care. Boop! Woo!
There, we booped somebody's nose. Thank you for the example of a question all in caps. It
Indeed.
was very convenient.
Let's see here.
Oh, let's see.
We have thought about a song about our channel, Monster Boy, a Random Encounters song. We have thought about it for a very short time and been like, no thanks.
This is probably not a good idea.
Yeah.
Same thing. We have thought about doing like YouTubers the musical. But
It's
it's
just not our thing.
It's really not.
Closest
that,
thing is Enos.
That is much more like that's like an AV Byte kind of
Yeah,
project, and
yeah.
like it's cool when they do it. When we try to do things like that, it starts to feel really stretched.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we're gonna stick with mostly games and
Oh,
movies kind
okay.
of songs. But you can't ever cross it out because we did Lolcats the musical.
Yes, that is true.
We
But
kind of regret it.
I was gonna say that was a misstep.
Yeah,
We learned
that's
from it.
the kind of evidence where we say maybe we shouldn't do that anymore. What about This Isn't a Car? How does that fall?
That is not a misstep. This in a car is amazing.
I'm just like, because it's not a video game and it's not a direct movie, but
Singing the album version of the Wii U song?
What?
Why wasn't Sparrow singing the album version of the Wii U song?
is your favorite
Because I didn't
song.
sing it.
Yes.
I
that's
wasn't in the
reason.
video. I just, it wasn't me.
Can
It was
we
Angie Viper.
answer Forest Fairy's question? Has Miss Bird ever kicked your butts at anything?
So many things.
The Console Wars musical. I don't know. I don't remember what it looked like or whatever, but I beat them both. I beat them both
Oh.
as a PS4.
I thought you were gonna talk about real life.
Yeah, I was like, what?
Oh, real life? I beat their butts at Dominion basically all the time now.
It's frustrating.
Yeah, that happens a lot.
TF2, you beat our butts.
Yep, TF2s.
There's got to be more. I mean, like
I was gonna say, what
just
about
I'm pretty
Nobi Nobi
competent.
Boy? She beats our butts at Nobi Nobi Boy.
wow.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
I will
competent
play
at
that.
beating these guys.
It's true. It's
Yeah.
true. Everyone beats my butt at driving. I'm a
Yeah.
terrible driver.
I can't drive. I don't know if I can.
You've told me many times that you think you would.
I know. I said that, but I don't know.
It's
you know,
true.
there's
Yeah,
a difference
yeah.
between saying and knowing.
Yeah. They want more Pikmin musicals.
Pikmin musicals.
Yeah.
Well, there are more games, but I don't know. Does Pikmin really need more musicals?
Yeah, there's like 4 of them now, right?
Tell you what, Pikmin is part of the Smash Brotherhood, so you at least get more like Pikmin
Of the stupid ones.
characters at some point. Like that can still. We get to see Peter put a thing on his head
And pass out
suffocate
again.
some more.
I bet that won't fit on my head anymore. I've
Oh,
gotten
yeah.
like bigger.
Maybe it was kind of a tight fit for you.
It was a
before.
pretty tight fit.
Cool. We get to go
Recast.
out in the.
We can actually go find a small bald person to be Olimar.
Perfect.
Yay!
Oh
What
yeah,
about
I
that
wasn't.
one dude from Princess Bride?
What?
The one.
What?
The one. Dude
What are we
from
talking
Princess-
about?
The bald, the small bald dude from
Oh,
Princess Bride. The one
oh.
who like
Oh.
switches the one. and is
Yeah,
like,
I don't
huh,
remember- I don't
and
remember.
talks
You
all
want to
logical
like go
and stuff.
cast like a Hollywood actor to be Olimar?
'Cause
Hey, put on this weird yellow jumpsuit.
we
and
totally
a
have the
spaceman
money
hat.
for that, Miss Bird.
We'll keep him in mind.
Maybe
though.
you do now.
All right. Well, we'll call his agent and we'll be like, "Hey, how much for a Pikmin musical?"
Ooh, question. Where did you get your adorable cat sweatshirt?
eBay.
Oh,
That's a good question.
okay. Fair enough.
Just like
Well, that
type
means
in,
there's
like,
hope. You can go
Yeah,
on
just
eBay.
type in like cute cat sweater thing or whatever, and it pops up eventually. There's still like lots of listings for
Yeah.
it. so-
Toy Lover. You asked how many times we worked with Markiplier. The answer, I think, presently is 5. I
Five-ish?
counted
A
this
lot.
up. I counted this up recently because we
Gotcha.
just watched the Smosh movie and saw him in
Oh,
it.
God.
And I wanted to know how many times we've worked with him
That movie.
now that I've seen him acting in a feature film. I thought it was really interesting to see that. And 5 is not the end of the number.
No.
So we've got at least 6 and 7, I think, lined up as well that we're working with him for. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the
Good
way,
guy.
the Smosh movie. There, the end.
it was sweet.
It was
really cool.
It was good.
It was great if you like to point out all the continuity errors.
Jenna Marbles did a really good job.
She did. She really did.
She might have been my favorite
And
thing
like
about the
to
movie.
be fair, Ian and Anthony do have a chemistry with each other.
And I feel like the script is the biggest culprit to
Yes.
the Smosh movie. And I don't know how much of that was them versus I know that they were pressured to have like a Hollywood director come in. And I
Right,
think they
right.
were supposed to be working with a script writer for it or
Yeah.
defied, or whatever it was. I think that they regularly do better than that on their own channel. And that's a shame because like with a big budget and stuff like that, they shouldn't be getting held back by things. But so I think it could have been better.
Yeah.
But I think people griping like, oh, the acting was so YouTubey. It's like, well, yeah. First of all, it was supposed to be because that's like the audience. Second of all, they weren't given a lot of great material for like dramatic theatrical acting to do. It was like, this is like a YouTube video Smosh thing, and
For
they
2
had to play
hours.
those. Yeah,
Well,
they had to
1.5.
play those characters.
So soft.
Yeah. You got a white feather on your head.
Imagine that.
Why does it have feathers on its head?
Because I'm Miss Bird.
Okay.
I'm a bird. Oh.
It's true. She is.
All right.
Where's my... There it is.
Other questions. Other questions. Other questions. Other questions.
See
Until
here.
Dawn song? Nope.
Oh, anime. Favorite
Shizza Wolf.
anime, or are you going to do anime musicals? I'm not willing to rule out that we won't do an anime musical, but generally, probably not.
I don't watch enough anime, to be honest.
I do love Attack on Titan, to be fair, but like,
Yeah.
whatever.
It would be interesting, but I feel like it becomes enough of a departure. It would take a lot more time to stop and actually have to go through that.
You
Why are
can,
There's a
there
big
church
cat.
ladies walking through our front yard?
because the Jehovah's Witnesses, they're going to come and say, have you ever heard the word about Jesus
I hope
Christ?
so. I'll turn the mic up if they do.
Okay. Usually they send guys on bicycles.
Oh.
be
No,
honest.
those are Mormons.
Oh.
Mormons have the bicycles. Usually it's women in pairs that do Jehovah's
Yeah, that's right,
Witness.
because Mark and Syndigo did a whole video about Mormons.
And they
on
stole a
bikes.
TV?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they did. I don't think that was
That was
based
a
on...
funny video.
I don't think it was based on real life. I don't think that actually happened. Based on a true story. Mormon thieves. Yeah, I don't know. Eventually we might try a couple anime things, but right now I feel like video games, there's so many good ones that we haven't gotten to yet, so I'm not ready to
I also
jump
watch
out
too
of
much
that.
anime. Trying to make a musical, well, no.
Well, I was thinking like taking like one like Attack on Titan or something that everybody like kind of knows. And doing. I was like, oh, wouldn't it be like a Card Captor Sakura one be like really cute? I'm like, that would be a
They
cute
have
one
a
to do.
video game.
Yeah, so you could do cute musicals out of anime. so
Steven Universe.
It's not a.
Oh.
This is Steven Universe.
It's close enough. Whatever.
It's basically like Homestuck.
Yeah.
It's
well,
still-
I was gonna say it's got popularity. Like
Yeah, anime
Homestuck,
fans
so.
flock to it, even though it's not anime.
So Random Girl has a question. Do you like creepypasta?
Yes.
She does, apparently.
Really
Apparently.
good creepypasta.
Okay.
I've read some really bad ones, like Sonic.exe. That was bull.
My answer is I don't read creepypasta. I don't know anything about it. But if you like it, go to Midnight Marinara. You can Google it and find him. Midnight Marinara is also the voice of Foxy.
Yeah.
And he does a really interesting
An audio
radio
You can
play
follow
show,
the
yeah.
voice. Burr, 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 burr.
Oh, poor Foxy. So yeah, jump over to Midnight Marinara because he's got some really cool stuff. We occasionally appear in some of his podcasts.
Probably my worst acting of all time is in that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's
I played some
bad.
pretty-
I did such a bad job.
I
Kat,
played
why are
some
you
pretty
stealing
sweet
your shirt?
trumpet in one of them. That was
Yeah.
fun.
So yeah, no, he does an excellent job. So yeah,
Yeah.
I don't like creepypasta, but I do like his work based on creepypasta.
Mm-hmm.
So take a look at it sometime. Midnight Marinara, like what you put on spaghetti.
Yes.
Like on creepypasta. Yeah, that's intentional.
Yeah. Yes,
And-
I do like Minecraft. Wait. Sorry.
MISSBIRD.
Oh.
Miss Bird.
1 + 1 kitties, misspelled Miss Bird. Misspelled Miss Bird.
Mrs.
Yeah,
Beard.
I'm not Mrs. Byard. I'm not Ms. It's Miss Bird. Like, literally
Plain
Miss,
and
like I
simple.
miss you, and Bird, like you see in the sky.
There you go.
All right, Kitten Girl wants to know what your favorite AJ character is.
Favorite AJ character
Mine
specifically?
is Enos, she says.
I like AJ.
Oh,
Just me?
Yeah.
Just regular me?
Yeah.
Okay.
I
That's
think,
acceptable.
No, honestly, it's probably Ganondorf.
Ganondorf.
I was going to say,
It's Ganondorf.
Yeah.
power of Ganondorf is hard
I thought you were going to say power of Pong.
I
Like,
did
no.
too.
The power of
I did
Pong
too.
AJ is
I was
my
terrified. I
favorite.
couldn't believe you were going to say that, but you didn't.
I like Clefairy AJ.
Why? Because he drinks under beds?
He has problems. That's in beds of other people's houses. It's not even his bed.
Creepy.
Yeah. Goes in other people's houses and messes with their stuff and drinks their booze under their beds. So if you hear a monster under your bed, it might be Clefairy getting drunk under your bed.
Ooh, fun story about Ganondorf, though. The first bed I ever owned in my life belonged to Ganondorf before that.
The property of Ganondorf. You shall eternally have evil nightmares.
I did.
It's really weird comparing your voice now to your voice in the actual musical.
Yeah, I know.
I know.
It has...
Life can be quite fragile. Yeah.
You're a little high, but yeah.
He did get high. I had troubles performing the original Ganondorf song.
That's... Well, yeah,
because
that's true.
it fell in a range that just got higher and
Yeah.
higher. Every verse like goes up. And so at the end he's like, go Ganondorf. I remember like
Nice.
kind of keep the voice, but go Ganondorf. Yeah. Sing it, ladies. Yeah, he used to sound much more like, hey, I'm Ganondorf. And then
Now he's much better.
yeah, from like Hyrule Warriors on, he became really low and dark, sinister.
It's obnoxious. I love him.
Yeah.
He is the best. Let's see here.
Do you know Shane Dawson asks Lala?
Not personally,
What?
but yes.
Oh. Well, we know of?
Yeah.
I was gonna say we've got
He makes
hair.
videos.
We've got hair that looks like his in a bag.
That's creepy.
Came out recently, yeah? It's like about time.
He came out as bi.
Okay, well, still,
Yeah.
that's enough to come out of a closet. Like,
It counts as something.
it does, yes.
I mean, it's enough for people to attack him, so it counts as coming out.
Well, I was gonna say I think he was.
Well, for the record, I wasn't attacking him.
Well, I didn't say you
so,
were.
Well, I
No.
know, but it sounded like you
Oh,
were like
his-
attacking
his
me. I'm
video-
like, I'm
No,
not
no.
attacking anybody.
Not at all. Not
his
at all.
video, interestingly, was actually he was more nervous about he was nervous coming out as bi because he felt like that was almost less acceptable because people were
Also
kind of like
true.
not really hot on the idea that he could possibly like both genders. It was kind of like everybody, like anything else, we're at the extremes of like he has to like this or he has to like that. And so going like, I actually have had girlfriends and I actually am attracted to guys too. And he's like, and it wasn't pretend. I genuinely liked
Right.
both those people. Was almost scarier for him than just saying like, nope, I'm gay or like, nope, I'm straight. Like it was not easily done for him.
Which
so.
is silly. You're allowed to be bi, people. There's nothing wrong with
He
liking
proved it.
both.
He successfully was bi.
I'm pansexual, so I mean,
You're a pan.
yeah, basically.
You're a
That's
cat.
What,
Yes, that's exactly what
means.
it means.
You're a cat and a bird and a pan. And
Wow, all these things.
Yeah.
There
And a
few
monkey.
people. A few people have asked how Mark is doing, and I
He
just wanted.
seems to be okay.
Yeah,
I mean, his recent post on his Facebook was like, "Everything's gonna be okay." And I was like, "All right,
Yeah.
everything's gonna
I
be
think
okay."
with,
What I was
with a
gonna
new dog
say-
and stuff, I think.
Yeah, what I was going to say
That'll be
is
fun.
we don't actually have too much of an inside scoop.
No.
So we can't give you any more information than is already on his Facebook and Twitter and Instagram. So if you and YouTube obviously. So if you want to know more, go to those sources because those are right from him. And like I said, we don't have much of an inside
Trying to make
scoop
yourself
on
look
that.
thinner.
No, I had a question to straighten my shirt so they can see what it says.
Oh.
And it says Mississippi Beard and the Temple of Ooh!
You can buy that
And
at
this is a-
Spreadshirt.com. Sorry, Miss Bird.
This is like one of the few designs I got to do. I was like, I wanted to do a Mississippi Beard t-shirt.
Yes,
Yeah.
Victor Cat, I remember you.
Oh, there.
I do. Hello.
All right, so
Let's see here.
Will you do a Stanley Parable musical? I want them to.
I was going to say, we've been pressured to try doing a Stanley Parable one. I've never played it.
I think I'm gonna make them
So-
play it first.
Gotcha.
They should play it before they write about it.
Yeah.
Probably.
It's one of those that you shouldn't read a wiki about.
Okay.
He made a new one. It's called The
Alright.
Beginner's Guide. It's kind of fantastic looking, I think.
Do we dare answer Spooky Scout's question about Donald Trump?
Yes, I was going to.
What's the question? I didn't see it.
Hey, Spooky Scout wants to know, what are your opinions, not
About-
facts, opinions about
Right.
Donald Trump?
I think
And-
he's the greatest comedian ever.
His stand-up is great. I love it.
What I was going to say is that, like Nefenjo said above, we're not a political channel, but I wouldn't mind making a Donald Trump musical.
Can we cast him as Donald Trump?
The end. I'm done talking about Donald Trump.
That actually sounds quite funny, because I've joked about making a Hillary Clinton musical before.
True.
That one doesn't
Yeah.
sound nearly as funny.
Yeah, Donald Trump sounds way
Well,
better
Donald
than a
Trump
Hillary
sounds like the
Clinton
material writes itself.
one. Exactly.
But I also think the internet's like well, now it's more split. I
Yeah.
was gonna say, it used to be the internet couldn't get enough of like anything Hillary Clinton did, and her memes were like constantly being like this like crazy badass like I don't give a crap about anything kind of person and stuff. And now everybody's more like, now that we're talking seriously about politics, everybody's more into like Bernie Sanders, it seems like, on the internet.
Right.
But yeah, I could still see doing
again.
a Donald Trump musical.
They just got rejected by someone.
apparently.
Sorry, the
Donald Trumpet.
yes. So
I would.
anyway,
I could see an epic rap battle video coming out between like Hillary Clinton and Donald Trump or something like that, and Donald Trump having a really awful rap song or something. So we don't have any plans to do that.
I just wanted to throw that out there
I think he's gonna. I'm
into the wind.
just gonna be honest. I think he's gonna become irrelevant before we have a reason to make a musical about him. I don't think he's gonna make it so long that anybody feels like remembering him on the internet with a musical.
Fair enough.
But if we'd done it already, it might have actually like really
If
taken
we
off.
cast Donald Trump, it will
Yeah.
be relevant no matter what.
Okay, yeah. So if we
We'll
can
work
get,
on that.
If we can get Donald Trump to be in a musical about Donald Trump, I would make that. No matter how irrelevant he is, I would make that.
So
Steam
Alright.
Cell musical?
we've talked about Steam Sale the musical actually.
Yeah, we did. We were really close to doing it until we realized we missed the Steam sale.
Yeah,
It happens twice a year, guys. You didn't miss
Yes.
it.
Well,
Well, I mean, you
we
missed the
that
first one.
Yeah.
You missed the summer sale, but there's
Yeah.
a winter sale.
The fact
Well-
was, we were talking about doing a summer Steam sale, and the
Yeah.
day we were like, okay, let's do this, let's start researching, we realized, oh, it literally ended 2 days ago.
Yeah.
I tried telling them.
You did. Miss Bird says a lot of things that we then subsequently ignore because we're assholes. And then later
Because I did it.
I know.
Hey.
I know. I felt it. The hair on my back of my neck. was like,
you said badass.
Yeah, but that's one word, man.
So is asshole.
Oh. It shouldn't be.
So anyway, the point is, she says a lot of things. We accidentally ignore them. She ends up being right, and then we apologize profusely because things.
Sometimes it's things to do with their channel even, and they'll go, hey, we should do this, and I'm like, I said that 2 years ago.
Sometimes Miss Bird isn't always the most eloquent.
Expert gamer.
Also, sometimes I'm not right. So,
Do a
that.
Call of Duty musical.
No, I don't want to. You can't make me.
I've been pushing to do like a heavy metal Call of Duty musical for years now, but AJ just won't budge.
Animal Crossing
do it.
musical. AJ, do you want to tell about your Animal Crossing musical?
Ooh.
We want to do an Animal Crossing musical, but it's gonna be animated if we do it.
It's gonna be Tim Burton-esque.
Everything we do is Tim Burton-esque
I don't want to give
nowadays.
away more than that.
Too late.
Because I am living in a constant state of paranoia that by the time we get the resources to do an animated Animal Crossing musical, which is no small feat, because you think of all the characters and all the towns and all the like buildings and stuff, like that's a lot of work to do. And I'm paranoid that somebody else is going to do it before us.
Wait,
And it's
roll back. You want to animate it? I thought I want to do claymation.
That's
That is animation.
Oh, whoops.
And also, I was not willing to commit 100% to that
Fair.
because I don't know how much work it will be to do that. But
Yeah.
the point is, we want to do an Animal Crossing musical. It's been on the schedule, we'll call it, for like 3 years of like, we have to do this.
Uh-huh.
And it's just always been, okay, what 6-month period do we have nothing else to do?
And the answer is none.
It's really difficult, and
Yeah.
I've considered trying to outsource some of the work at least, and like get people to be working on it while we're making other stuff, so that at the end we can put it all together, and it will only take a month or a month and a half to actually do the production of it, which is reasonable.
Right.
But right now it's like we're talking about half a year of work going into one thing, and on Random Encounters we are trying to keep a schedule that's tighter than like once every half year we get something done. So that's the kind of thing where like Patreon could make a big difference because Patreon could help us afford to be paying somebody to be building things for it while we're working or animating things for it or something. So we'll see what happens. Animal Crossing definitely is something I refuse to stop trying for.
Are we hiring? It's cute.
What?
There was a question about
Oh.
if we were hiring.
Gotcha.
Yeah, we don't.
We're very picky about who we work with because we don't have much money, so we have to have people who, like, A, we know they're capable, and B, we know that they're going to be willing to do it despite our lack of funds. So we're pretty specific about who we work with.
Yeah.
And usually it includes meeting them and, like, working with them on other things beforehand, so on and so forth. Anywho,
There was a question at some point I was debating whether or not to answer it or
Uh-huh.
not because Shadow the Hedgehog was determined not to let anybody but me tell him that Five Nights at Freddy's, the musical Night 4, is not coming out until like November or something like that. So
and
sometimes
it might not be coming out in November.
I was going to say
we don't know.
We can't guarantee it because I think we want to put it out at the same time as Night 5. You can find more FNAF the Musical information in the FNAF the Musical comments video that we just put up
We
yesterday.
have 2 of them now.
Yeah, so if your question isn't answered in one of those 2, then you should absolutely keep asking because we'll probably answer your question at some point.
Yeah. Also, there's been questions about whether we're going to get Matt Pat. First of all, if you want to watch more Matt Pat, go to Matt Pat's channel. Second of all, yes, actually...
I know where to find Matt Pat.
We don't have him on the schedule yet, but a couple of weeks ago, he texted us and was like, hey, if you guys ever need someone in a musical, I really want to do another musical with you guys. So we'll probably end up working with him again. And we're, like, this Tuesday or something? Am I allowed to say
Yeah,
that?
no, that's true. Yeah, not for our channel, but we are.
Right.
We're gonna be
On his live stream or whatever?
No,
No.
but we are gonna see him.
Oh, right, right.
I don't
No,
think,
this
yeah.
is that
I would say I
project.
don't
Okay.
think we should talk
Yeah.
more than that since it's
Tuesday.
not
You're
for
right,
our channel.
you're right.
But yeah.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Tuesday-
when you rescheduled it.
Yeah, wait, what?
Wait.
I forget. Anyway,
Your birthday
it's-
is Monday. I think
Right.
he's scheduled for Tuesday.
Right.
Okay, thank you.
So, anyway, point is, when? I was trying not to say anything that was particularly specific.
Yeah, like I said,
so
it's not our
sorry.
project, so the fact that we're gonna be seeing Matt Pat for something, I don't really want to talk too much about
Yeah,
it, since
yeah.
it's not our authority to be like, here's what we're doing with him. Let's see. Other questions. I know we've been skipping a lot of them, and
I mean, they go by so
I was gonna
quickly.
say it's tough to keep.
I have
Yeah.
played Fantasy's Life, and we're probably not going to make a musical about it.
Fair enough.
They have not played Fantasy Life, by the way.
We will not be mad if other people make video game musicals.
Even
We
if
don't-
Endercat is the one doing it.
Because
yeah.
we know we're better.
Ouch.
No, there's some really good video game. I just
Yeah.
saw Screen Team's Five Nights at Freddy's live action song.
Oh, I didn't know they did one.
Yeah, they did one. But it was kind of like the same problem we were facing, where like they built an office set,
Right.
Like because they're like, we need to have the office, and it looks darn good. They light probably better than ours.
I believe that.
But it's also a smaller office, so they had
Uh-huh.
less they could do now than just
Right,
kind of
right.
dance. But then they also had to like kind of recreate, I think, other parts of the restaurant, and they had like full costumes for people to be like Bonnie and Chica and stuff.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
but that was their solution, was we're gonna spend probably more money than
Right.
us and build like the outfits. And ours is like, well, we're trying to be more cute than creepy anyway. So
Uh-huh.
their video was really good though. So it absolutely happens all the time. Every week there's a new awesome video game musical out on the internet that's not made by us.
Yeah.
So
So no, we won't get mad.
we might be jealous of your awesome skills though. Might happen.
Stop.
Is your eyeball coming out?
No, it's like leaking. Which
It is
I hate that. That's
I don't
so
know
annoying.
why.
Leaky eyeball.
When it just starts randomly leaking, it's
Yeah.
horrible. So annoying.
Leaky eyeball sounds like a
I'll just
band
pretend
name.
I'm crying.
Leaky eyeball sounds like something from Harry Potter.
The leaky eyeball. We're gonna
Oh, that
drink-
speaks to the leaky cauldron.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
I think we should change our channel name to Leaky Eyeball instead.
Lovely.
It's brilliant.
That's dumb. You should change it to like something cool.
Daniel Crosby wants to know why we do musicals, or what inspired us to do
Because
musicals.
we like
like it.
musicals and we like
Because
video
there's a gap on the
games.
internet, comparably, that needs to be filled for video game musicals. You can find a lot of other things, like, for example, why don't
You
we...
can, everyone does video
sketch
game
comedy,
reviews.
yeah. Why don't we do a review show? Why don't we do top 10 lists or something like that? Because those are already getting done. So
Hi,
when
Aiden.
we had the chance, we said, what are some of our strengths, and what does the internet need that we can provide with those strengths?
Yes.
And I think, honestly, this is advice I always give at YouTube panels, and I'm sure Peter agrees, is when you start a YouTube channel, you should ask yourself, what are my strengths and what does the internet need? And figure out where the intersection of that is, and make sure that you're actually shooting for that. Because if you're going to provide something the internet's not looking for, you're probably going to struggle more than if you come out of the blue with something that everybody desperately wanted and couldn't
But
find.
didn't know that they wanted.
Yeah. So obviously, AV Byte has shown that there are other things than video games that make good musicals. That's though another example of I don't know much about football to make the NFL musical channel.
And we don't care about.
Yeah, so spending time trying to do something that really isn't your element either isn't a great idea. And I mean, not to bash any of their work, but if you look at AV Byte's musicals, you'll find that some of them perform much better, and they tend to be things that are kind of nerdy and geeky and fun and stuff. When they've done things like Baseball the musical, it didn't fare as well for them because of the exact same thing, because that's not really their element and that's not really their audience. The people that like their work the most like video games and like Disney movies and stuff like that we like. So know your element, make it work for you.
Okay.
That turned into like a moral instead of being like just an answer.
Indeed.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Oh yeah, okay. There's a question about Rhapsody.
Moriarty and Dean fangirl.
Rhapsody playing Legend of Zelda instead of The Power of Pong. That was a mistake, first of all, on our end when we uploaded to our distributor, and then for some reason they were only able to fix the iTunes and maybe Amazon, I forget. But either way, I really apologize about that. On iTunes, definitely it's fixed where Power of Pong plays as Power of Pong, but other places it may not be fixed, and there's not much we can do about it.
I didn't realize that they were
reasons.
unable to correct it elsewhere.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's unfortunately still a thing.
Well, someday maybe we can take down the whole album, and although maybe you can't re-upload something with the exact name and stuff still.
Brenna wants to know how
we'll look into it for the future.
she can send us mail and presents.
We're working on getting a P.O. box soon, so that will be more public.
But in the
a
meantime,
bit.
go to our Facebook page and message us that exact question. We'll give you the deets you need.
Fair. Ooh, that's a good question. What happened to AV Byte? They succeeded way too hardcore.
I was gonna say this is interesting because there are two ways people vanish off of YouTube generally. Either they fail enough that, and when I say fail, it's like the internet
Didn't pick
chews
up
up
on
and
them.
spits them out. Yeah, it doesn't necessarily mean they did anything wrong, but
Right.
their channel doesn't work out and they quit to go do something else, or they succeed so massively that they decide they have other things they'd rather do than YouTube.
Yeah.
So I can tell you that AV Byte does not want to stop doing YouTube. I have been told in person that they enjoy doing YouTube still, but they
There are
have been
other
drowned in
endeavors.
opportunities from
Yeah.
their massive success. When you make a song that's got like 100 million, views on it or something, people take notice, and they have been noticed, and they're kind of busy because a lot of companies and entertainment people went to them and said, "We need this. Help us. Come do this. Do it with
Right.
our money. Do something." So they're occupied with other things. It doesn't mean that they are abandoning their YouTube channel, but it definitely puts a cramp in your scheduling when you're being tugged at from so many corners of the planet. So one day that could be us.
So that's
but
what
I hope not, because I like the idea of trying to always make sure that there's at least one musical every month for you guys on our channel.
Failing Tacos, you don't have to whisper that. We are already doing Resident Evil 2.
We've already said it like 20 times.
Your wish is granted, Alakazam. That's a Pokemon.
Oh, good job.
Pokemans. Alakazam
Let's
has
see
2
here.
spoons. That's how you know he's serious.
I feel like there are a number of people asking about a Minions movie. We almost did a Minions
We
musical.
were really close. You guys don't even know how close
We-
you were to getting a Minions
We were
musical.
talking to the right people about doing a Minions musical. We just, if I recall, we just.
The
It was
timing.
not us. It was
Yes.
their dates.
Yes, it was their dates.
It was during when the Minions movie was coming out, which was during our Splatoon Let's Play series with all these other YouTubers. And so because we were grinding away at that, and we were coming up on Five Nights at Freddy's the musical, or we'd already shot it, I don't remember which, we knew that we were too bogged down, and the only days that we could shoot this Minions thing with the Minion people was going to be
a very bad time.
they locked it down so tightly that we were like, it's not going to work anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, we were very close to like confirming that as something we were going to do, and we backed out of it. So same thing happened to the Stan Lee set, which was sad.
Oh yeah, the
It was
superhero
only available
crazy
during a
thing,
time
yeah.
where it was like we literally
Yeah.
can't make that, and we had to not shoot on their superhero set, which
Yeah.
was sad. So anyway,
Mer.
past the hour, so let's give it a couple more, and then we'll probably call it.
Mer.
Mer.
I think she's talking to Rihanna.
No.
Oh.
All right, which you
I
guys?
assumed
Okay,
you
Which
were.
hi.
you guys made the joke about?
Hi to everybody who has said hi to me.
An
Just in case
escape
that was
artist owl
There.
named Houdini. I saw it in the comments. Somebody made that joke.
what?
Yes,
Houdini?
Houdini. What do you call a magic owl? Houdini.
Would you like to tell them all of your Harry Potter jokes?
I'm coming up with a bunch of
Oh gosh.
Severus Snape jokes. They're all so bad.
He's been doing
so
Severus
bad.
Snape impressions nonstop ever since we watched all the movies.
Yeah.
They're really bad. I'm not gonna tell them to you right
Really?
now.
I mean, they're so bad that
All
it
right.
would be. You have to use the voice though.
Yes.
Okay.
How did Harry Potter enter his home? Through the Gryffindor.
They're all like this.
They're like that.
They're all like this.
How does Sirius Black drink his soda? In an Absacan.
That was really bad. It's so bad.
Are you gonna tell Ravenclaw?
Oh yeah. Oh, what is it? Crud. I don't remember exactly what I said. Oh, what? What is the most important part of the contract when you join Ravenclaw? The Ravenclaws. Yeah, they're really
They're
terrible.
so bad.
They're so
Oh my gosh.
terrible.
So bad.
I feel like you could make an entire just series of those. Severus Snape tells jokes. So yeah.
So that's a thing.
Anyway, there were a lot of questions while I was just making stupid
someone's
jokes.
lost all respect for you.
Yes.
Cha-ching!
Achievement unlocked.
The first of many. Yes.
Monster.
The cheese is real.
Oh, do you have a Hufflepuff one? I think so. I thought you did.
It was the Huffle Shuffle.
What does the dance that Hufflepuff students learn? The Huffle Shuffle.
Bad.
Oh man.
gosh.
Oh, they're terrible.
Anyway,
So I apologize for all of the depression
that-
I just caused. I
with
apologize.
that, we should probably give away a free amiibo.
Yeah, let's do that. All right. So since
All right.
we're on the topic of Harry Potter,
Scroll and land.
What?
Scroll and land.
I don't know what she's saying.
So
oh, she wants to
just scroll and land on a name.
yeah, but then
Oh.
people spam and stuff.
No,
no,
let's
she
do it right
mean-
now.
already.
Oh.
Yeah.
As in,
Okay.
if you commented
That's a good idea.
at some point during this, you may or may not get
All right.
picked. All right.
All right, so we're gonna scroll. We're gonna give away something to somebody. Hi, mom. So my mom.
So I'm gonna make it so
All
that I
right,
can only land
this
on one person.
this little fancy Mario amiibo. He's never been on a store shelf. He's gone from Nintendo's mailing people straight to us. Now they could have bought it from like a Walmart, but like here. But I don't know why they would do that given their Nintendo. So anyway, we signed it. We're gonna give it away to one of you guys. One somebody who's been active in the chat. You may or may not get picked. Ready?
All right, I am ready.
Here you go. I'll sing the song.
Oh,
Go get it north. Go get it north.
Oh crap! I landed at the very bottom.
Go
Sorry.
get it north.
The very bottom doesn't count because everyone's like.
Just scroll the button.
There.
Just scroll the button.
Really? Vortex Life.
Vortex Live, please message us on Facebook and we will send this amiibo to
What
you.
if Vortex Life isn't in the chat anymore?
Then
We give it
lose.
away next time instead. Okay.
Vortex Life, if you don't know, our Facebook is facebook.com/gamemusicals,
We gonna send you this.
and that's in the description.
We gonna
So
send you this.
Go on and do that. Message us.
It's got an estimated retail value of, I don't know, $12.99 at Toys R Us. I don't know.
And here's to hoping Vortex Life does not live somewhere with extremely expensive customs.
I live in
Antarctica.
Yes. I live at the North Pole.
Amazing.
That's our Christmas plans. We're gonna go to the North Pole this year. Yeah. So anyway, oh yeah, there used to be the spin the wheel game. Spin the wheel. We could have spun the wheel for this.
How obnoxious is that?
Anyway, Vortex Life, if you're still watching, we've got something for you. Go to our Facebook page. Otherwise,
We'll
somebody else
give it
might get this in
away
the
next
future.
week or
Yeah,
next month. Or
yeah, next
whatever.
week when we have our next monthly
We'll give
live
it
chat.
away on Replayed when we play this Monday.
Oh, okay. That's
Or
reasonable.
we might not even
Oh,
play
that's
this
it,
Monday
yeah,
because
okay.
it's my birthday.
Oh, that's a fair point too.
Fair.
Okay, well,
Or
yeah.
we'll play a game that I pick.
Oh, nice. You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Nobi Boy.
Would you play it if I picked it?
Yeah. But it frustrates me looking at it.
Well, I guess we're doing Nobi Boy on Monday.
All right,
apparently.
so if we haven't given this away, because we don't get contacted in the next day, then we'll probably give it away on Monday playing Nobi Boy, which is Miss Bird's favorite video game, apparently.
It's not my favorite video game, and I didn't agree to play Nobi Boy.
Oh,
okay.
So
apparently.
stop putting words in my mouth.
Whoops.
Or
Okay.
the salty bird's gonna come out again.
Salty Bird.
Uh-oh. No one likes the salty
Don't
bird.
want that. All right. Well, Alyssa had this question, and we didn't answer it very satisfactorily in the FNAF comments video, just
Okay.
because.
Did you meet Markiplier?
How did you meet?
Oh, how? I was like,
Because we basically just talk about how they agree to do things, but we didn't
Okay.
actually say why
Gotcha.
or how we met
Sure.
somebody like Mark.
never.
We didn't meet
Our
Mark.
network,
Yeah, we didn't meet
actually.
Mark until our network. We were working on the Captain Falcon musical, and we weren't sure who to cast, and we sent out an email to our network because we're on Maker Studios, which is owned by Disney, and we said to our network coordinator, we have a Captain Falcon song where he goes on a date with somebody and his mariachis sing the song with him and stuff, and it's full of bad Captain Falcon jokes. We would like to see whether either Egoraptor or Markiplier would be willing to be in this. And she said, got it, I'll take a look and let you know. And I think the same day,
Yeah,
probably
couple hours
later, she said, Markiplier wants to be Captain Falcon. And we said, okay, that's fine, cool, then let's set that up. So then she got us in an email thread and we talked, and the first time we met him was doing the voice recording for Captain Falcon, which is on the internet, you can go find it. It's just called Captain Falcon Recording or something like that. Yeah, so you can watch Mark doing all his voice recording. That is literally the first time we ever met Mark, was in that video. So
Apparently, I was too salty in editing the comments. Firefly, we have done a Mario Maker song, and I was using sarcasm apparently too bluntly and saltily. We have a Mario Maker musical, which is why we're not doing another one.
yeah.
I don't know why it didn't show up in your feed though, because
it's
it's
called-
been out for a week,
Yeah.
3 weeks now.
Less than 3 weeks, I think.
It's been out for a while.
Yeah. It's called
Now I'm
Bowser's
salty.
Castle, a Super Mario Maker song. And it features some of the most dastardly Bowser Castle Mario Maker levels you could possibly come up with. Which is not true, because I played worse.
Fair, that's
I
true.
literally played
I
worse.
mean, we didn't. Yeah.
That said, though, here's why I know how bad they are, because we've actually recreated those levels in Mario Maker and put them on the internet for people to play. So if you want to go watch the musical, it's called Bowser's Castle, a Mario Maker song. Miss Bird sings it, and she does an awesome job, even if she hates the voice.
I so hate
You can watch the recording of her doing that actually on Maker TV right now. And when you're done watching the musical of it, any of those levels that you were watching, with all these crazy deaths and traps and horrible things, you can actually go find and play versions of those that are completable on our Wii U account or whatever. They're uploaded to Super Mario Maker. So check the video description if you want to try any of those out.
bored of you talking.
I know. I get bored too. I get bored talking about how to find things on the internet
Yeah.
and stuff. Yeah.
Sorry.
All right.
That
Anything
was
else?
an involuntary yawn.
I bring that out in people.
No, I think we're good.
Okay.
So
Well, thank
Bye.
you guys for joining us.
See you later,
and
alligator.
maybe we'll see you Monday or maybe we won't. I don't know.
it's unclear.
Okay.
We'll let you know
decide
on our
and we'll
Facebook
post
account.
it. Yeah. But yeah, you guys are awesome. If you want a t-shirt, go to randomencounters.spreadshirt.com. Otherwise, we'll see you guys really soon. And we have Slender the Musical coming up this month for Halloween.
Yeah.
Oh, and don't forget Kamikaze is at the end of the month too. So if you're in the LA or SoCal area, we might see you there with a couple other YouTubers. It'd be super fun. So yeah. Okay. Well,
AJ.
AJ, I guess. Thank you for joining us. Spirit salute!